Today, guys, we're looking at special right triangles, and there are two different kinds. There's this one, the 45, 45, and 90, and also a 30, 60, 90, okay? So two different situations. We'll start with the 45, 45, 90. So my legs, remember, legs are the sides that make up the right angle. Those are always represented by X. So I'm going to go ahead and put my X's in here. The hypotenuse, the side that is across the 90 degree, is always X, the square root of 2. So... and it's just that simple, and usually it's just a copy-paste situation. For example, in number 1, I'm going to look at my legs, right? These are the sides that make the 90. Those represent X. So if the left side is 8, that means X equals 8. Then I look at the side across from the 90, and that's always what X is, so in this case 8, and I slap on the square root of 2. And that's all we do. Number 2, I look at my legs. This leg is 25, which means this leg is 25. Look across the 90. That is whatever the leg is, square root of 2. Oh, I'm writing them backwards. X is 25 root 2, and Y in this case is 25. In this case, number 3 is a little more complicated because the hypotenuse is 19. There is no square root of 2 attached. So to work backwards, we have to do 19 divided by the square root of 2, which most math people do not like seeing that. They think it doesn't look good. So you do have to rationalize. So when you do that, all you do is you take your square root of 2 and you put it on top, and your denominator, in this case, just loses its square root. That's simple. Both legs were missing, so this is the answer for both X and for Y. Okay. We're going to probably try to focus more on these kind of questions where you don't have to divide out a square root 2, but if you do have to, that's what happens. The square root of 2 moves to the top, and at the bottom, your square root symbol disappears. 30, 60, 90 also has a shortcut. The shortest leg is always X. The longest leg, mind you, leg, not the hypotenuse, is X squared root of 3. And the hypotenuse is 2X. So I'm going to go ahead and label this picture. My shorter leg and my X root 3. So we're going to go straight into the examples. The side they give me is the shortest leg, right? And that is 5, which is awesome because they give me what X is. So then hypotenuse is 2X, which is 2 times 5. And my shortest leg is X root 3, so it is 5 root 3. So X is 5 root 3. Y, 2 times 5 is 10. Again, in number 5, my smallest side has been given to me. It's at 14. So that means the hypotenuse is 2 times 14, and the other leg is 14 root 3. So Y is 14 root 3, and 2 times 14 is 28. In number 6, they give us the hypotenuse, and remember, hypotenuse is equal to 2X. So if I divide it by 2, X equals 16, and we go to the smaller side, so here's my smaller side, so that is 16, which means my other leg is 16 root 3. Okie dokie. Number 7 is just like number 6, they gave me the hypotenuse, so 46 equals 2X, divided by 2, divided by 2. X equals, what is that, 23? X always represents the smaller side, right? So here's my smaller side, where Y is in the picture, so please don't get confused with these letters. The shortest side is 23, that means the longer side it would be 23 root 3. So pay attention with the labeling, because they are trying to confuse you by putting X in different spots. And remember, when you're doing the math, X represents whatever your smallest side is. Okay, number 8. Okay, this one's not a fun one because remember our longest side is X root 3, which means we have to divide by root 3 and we have to divide by root 3. But when you're doing that, remember, they don't like that square root, so take that root 3, put it on top, and erase the square root symbol. And there's X, or our smallest side, which is right here. Our longer side is just this times 2, so real fast, let me just fill in my answer. All over 3. Okay. When I times this by 2, I just get 40 root 3 all over 3. Again, we're going to try to not have those scenarios just because that square root's messy, but just so that you can see it in case it does pop up. Lastly, number 9. This is our longer leg, and it's 9 root 3, which is awesome because this is represented, remember, by X root 3. So that means my X is 9, because those cancel out, so X is 9. So smaller side is 9. Remember, to get the hypotenuse, it's just times by 2. So 9 and would be 18 in this case. Okay. I know I went through this pretty fast, but you do have a practice page behind this. Use your shortcuts. Call me over if you get stuck or you think you're using the shortcut incorrectly.